another morning meditation. I'm sitting here feeling a lot of things. I was working on my book last night, and it has brought up a lot from the past. I was up till about 4 o'clock in the morning working on that, just kind of dumping things that were coming up. So I'm waking up this morning very, you could say, triggered from the past. Before those sirens even showed up, which is a trigger for me, or has been so far, I was reminding myself of a meditation I do or have done, which is kind of like a body scan, which a lot of people are somewhat familiar with. Picking a point on your body, your hands, your face, your butt, feeling your butt in the seat, feeling the gravity pulling you to the earth, and just scanning, going over what you feel in the moment. And that led me to remember the here and now is a mantra that I've used for years now, to just stay in the moment, stay right here, right now. What is present in reality in this moment, right here, right now. Ask yourself that over and over and over again. And by asking, you're changing the script of what's being written on your current consciousness, instead of just sitting back and accepting all of the things that are bothering you, or being overwhelmed. If you are, you can decide to analyze it. And by starting to analyze it, you start to slowly create a sense of space between you and whatever that stimulus is, or whatever that past is that's trying to take all of your awareness from the here and now. So that's one way of meditating. That's another technique that I found to be very useful. And another thing is, I remembered, just as well as the here and now, anything that comes into my mind that isn't in my immediate surrounding, right here, right now, completely dismiss it, no matter what it is. It can be positive or negative. It can be a wonderful thing that I'm thinking about, I'd like to have manifest in my life, or it can be a terrible memory of the past that's ruminating in my memory wheel. And so if it doesn't exist right here, right now, in this immediate surrounding, completely let it go. Write it off as an illusion. Even if it's a real memory, our memories can be accurate, but far often are not. So right here, right now, keep yourself as a test or as a exercise. Anytime your mind drifts to anything that isn't the carpet on your feet, or the seat under your bum, or your breathing in this moment, or the sun on your skin, completely drop it, and then come back to the moment, right here, right now. Only exist in this space. If you're sitting in a room, don't allow yourself to leave that room mentally. Of course, you can't just vanish physically, but we're so used to allowing ourselves to leave the moment mentally, leave the room that we find ourselves in, and we're living up here, instead of right here, right now, in the moment, in the flesh. So if you're in a room or an office, or you're at home and you're in the kitchen, or you're up in a study room, or you're in your bedroom, stay in that room only, mentally as well. Of course, things are going to come up, And that is the practice. That is the exercise. When they come up, what do you allow to happen to you? Because we're used to allowing ourselves to just run wild with these thoughts, and in turn the feelings and emotions that are attributed to them. So stay in the moment, stay in the room. Try to do it for 1 minute. See how it goes. If you're capable of doing that for 1 minute, after some practice, it won't come easy. Then challenge yourself to try and do it for 10 minutes. Even if you're sitting and watching a movie, or you're reading a book. Usually reading a book, I think that's why a lot of people like to read, is it assists us in staying in the moment. Whatever the words we're reading, internalizing them, visualizing them. But something like watching TV or a movie, yeah, a lot can come up in us. So, just try and stay in the moment.